Well, hello fellow champions, it's me, Johnny, the champion within, coming to you today from Kansas City, Kansas. That behind me is the Kansas Turnpike. The Blue Phoenix is sitting right there. And I have a question for you today. All right, we've all talked at length on our videos and our interviews with Dave Mack and JT and Greg and Brian and Mike and everybody. We've talked about our why. As Dr. Wiedemann says, our why that makes you cry. Why did you start Carnivore? What led you to make a drastic change in the way you eat? Well, today I got a new question for you. What keeps you going? And what do you think your future will look like? What do you want your future to look like? Are you satisfied having a healthier body, healthier joints, healthier brain, healthier heart? Is that enough? Can it be enough to sustain you? Maybe it can. But I pose this question. Let's say you're 48 years old. You're watching my video right now and you're 48 years old. And you're eating good, but you work an office job. Or you have a very sedentary life where you sit down a lot. You don't move your body because that's what your job commands. What are you going to be like when you're 58, 68, 78? Will the carnivore diet be enough to keep you healthy and have vitality and vigor and strength and enthusiasm going forward? Maybe it will. I don't know. What I'm seeing, a trend I'm seeing, is people kind of burn out. They get in here in this space. They're very gung-ho. You know, like we all are. You get so excited. You have such tremendous improvements in your overall health that you just want to tell the world. And then you continue to eat the right things, a proper human diet. Then you kind of fizzle out after a while. You kind of get bored with YouTube. You get bored with the whole thing. Maybe you start venturing out into different foods. You kind of miss the old way of eating. You succumb to the pressure of your family and your friends. What keeps you going? And then, what's it all for? What is the purpose of all this going forward? Because guess what, folks? I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but every single one of us is going to die. We're all going to die one day. No one gets out of this alive. Father Time is undefeated. So my question is, what do you want your life to look like and feel like between now and then? You want to end up in a nursing home with somebody wiping your rear end? I mean, it may happen, but let's put it off as long as we can. I encourage you, if you're not moving, if you're not getting up, doing push-ups, squats, lunges, jump rope, resistance bands, weight training, walking, running, whatever it is, I'm encouraging you to do something. You guys have seen me do all of this stuff right here. So I've been doing it, as you know, really for about 4 months now. And I just try to add a little bit more each time. I keep breaking my own personal records on push-ups. I'm going to do several 5Ks this year. First one coming up in May, excited about that. Trying to do more sprints. And it's not about vanity. And it's not about being braggadocious. It's about being 75 years old and being independent, being able to live on my own and not in a nursing home or assisted living. Being able to wipe my own butt. Yeah, I said it. I said butt. But anyway, I just encourage you guys, if you have a job that requires you to sit a lot, or if that's become your life, you just sit down a lot because it's just easier. You live in a harsh climate when it's really, really cold, like Minnesota or northern Iowa. Or you live in a climate where it's very, very hot, like down in Florida or in Phoenix, Arizona. You gotta find a way. You can just do everything I do can be done inside your house or apartment. You know, you don't have to spend any money. Maybe a couple bucks on some resistance bands. But as you guys know, my job has me sitting, as you see right here, 8 to 11 hours a day. I sit in that driver's seat. Right? I don't get much movement. So I make it a priority when I stop to get out and move. Whether it be lunges, push-ups, sit-ups, it doesn't matter. Just do something, right? They say, and I've seen this on multiple reports, and fact check me on this, but they're saying now that sitting is the new smoking. A lot of Americans don't smoke anymore, and thank God for that. My mother died of lung cancer after smoking for 50 years. Thank God that people are You know, the smoking rates in America have trended way down, although they're going up in African and European countries. But sitting, we all sit so much because we're either at a terminal, we're in a cubicle, we're at our desk, we're editing YouTube videos, whatever we're doing, we're sitting way too much. So if you're doing the carnivore diet, if you're making a radical change in the things that you eat and the things that you don't eat, more importantly, what's it all for? If you're not going to move your body and put all this energy and all this vitality and all this improved health to work doing something, tell me what your life looks like at 75, 80 years old. Anyway, folks, just want to put that in your mind, put a thought in your mind, you know. You can't wait till you're 80 to start preparing for your 80s. You got to do it now. I'm 57. I want to be in the best shape of my life at 60, 70, 80. I want to run sprints. I want to get in those senior Olympics. I want to be the guy that they talk about on the national news. This 90-year-old guy running a 200-meter dash, you know. Why not? The only thing stopping me from doing that is me. I'm eating the right foods. I'm fueling my body with the right nutrition, and I'm moving my body. I got a lot more things I want to do now that the weather's getting better. I can be able to, you know, incorporate different exercises. I want to get me a medicine ball and start doing twists, like we squat down and twist, and then put the ball up in the air like that. Those kind of motions with a medicine ball. Gonna buy that next time I'm home. Really want to start adding some variety into my exercise, more than just push-ups. I'll always do the push-ups because you guys know I love doing them. But anyway, guys, I hope you take what I say to heart. I hope it makes you think, ponder the question, what will your life look like when you're 75, 80 years old if you don't start now with some movement and some resistance training? You know, they say that resistance training burns a lot of stored glycogen in your muscles. So it can really help. It can be such an adjunct to the carnivore or the ketovore way of eating. Burn up some of the glycogen that's stored in your muscles, right? Lowers your blood sugar, lowers your fasting insulin. It's just an adjunct. It's just another tool in the tool belt to help us live longer and be healthier. Anyway, guys, let me show you where we're at here. So down that way, St. Louis, actually Kansas City and St. Louis. And back that way is Topeka, Kansas. If you're ever in Topeka, go to the Evel Knievel Museum. I went there a couple years ago. It was awesome, very awesome. I actually touched the ramps that Evel Knievel jumped. He used the same ramps for all of his jumps. Did you guys know that? And I actually put my hands on those actual jumps. And I touched his motorcycle, even though the sign said, please don't touch. I couldn't help myself. Evel Knievel was my hero growing up. Every book report I ever did, I did on Evel Knievel. But anyway, I got to pick up my load tomorrow. We're right down the road there in Lawrence, Kansas. And I'm taking it to Indiana, hoping to meet up with Hoosier Carnivore, Brett. We're trying to get together and meet up and maybe do some exercise, some jogging or running or push-ups or something with me and the Hoosier Carnivore, Brett. We're going to get some content. If we're able to meet up, we're going to get content for both of our channels. You guys will see that. Anyway, guys, I've rambled enough. Please leave me a comment in below. Leave me a comment. What does your life look like at 80 years old if you stay carnivore but don't do any exercise? This is 2024, baby. It's a brand new year. Spring is upon us. It's, you know, I'm out here in short sleeves and shorts. I got my shorts and my short sleeves on. It's probably 78, 75 degrees out here. 75 to 78, somewhere there. It's pretty warm. It's humid. It rained yesterday. I think it's going to rain again tonight. But anyway, thanks for watching the video. Give me a like, a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you hadn't. I love you guys, and this is the Champion Within reminding you, Carnivore, baby. Yeah!